When I was little, it felt like I was waiting forever for my baby sister to grow up enough to do cool things with me. It had taken me a little while to accept that it would be just as good having a sister as a brother. My grandpapa Ernesto had told me how I could teach her to be as cool as a brother. Dang, that would be cool, I thought. He did not tell me that it would take so long for her to even be able to walk. How could I teach her to run, play ball, hike trails, find salamanders, or anything worth doing when she couldn't even walk? Was she going to crawl around on the ground forever? Jeez.
Be patient. She's only a baby.
Mommy would say. It took you just as long to learn to walk when you were a baby. Daddy said. Soon enough, she will be able to do all the things that you are, and you two will have so much fun together. You won't even remember how long it took. Every day, I would check in on her. Can she walk yet? I would ask. It was always, not yet, it won't take long, soon, she needs to take time, and she needs to learn. I can teach her, I thought to myself. I had an awesome idea. I started by holding her up on her feet, then letting go. All she did was flop down on the ground and giggled and gurgled. Then she waved her arms at me. I was sure that holding her arms out meant that she wanted to try again. So I tried again. No go. She flopped to the ground again. I tried a few more times, but got nowhere. Good thing she had that giant diaper on to cushion her butt every time she landed on it.
Jason, give her time.
Mom said.
Why don't you go outside and play with your friends?
My friends were all busy, and besides, wasn't that what I had a sister for? I mean, why else did Mom and Daddy bring her home if not for that? Later, as Mommy was bathing the baby, I noticed that she was kicking out with her legs and laughing. That baby laughed a lot, almost as often as she cried. What is she doing? I asked Mom. I didn't kick and splash like that when I was taking a bath. Mom and Dad would make me mop up the bathroom if I did that.
She is learning how to use her legs.
Mom explained.
Ernesto has to get her legs stronger before she can walk.
That made sense. In the butterfly room at the Academy of Natural Science, the butterflies, who were just coming out of their cocoons, would flap their wings before they could fly. I understood. My sister was getting ready to use her legs. I would keep watching, just like the scientists at the Academy watched the butterflies, so that they could know when the butterflies were ready for release. I knew it wouldn't take long now. I watched my baby sister kick and splash in her bath. I watched as she bounced up and down in the bouncy chair. She never stopped laughing when in that chair. I jumped up and down, showing her what to do. I knew that she wanted to do what I was doing. I could tell by the way she laughed when I jumped up and down. I did cartwheels, and she smiled. I did frog jumps, and she laughed. I did bunny hops. The baby laughed. I jumped like a kangaroo at the zoo, and she laughed. That got me thinking. Maybe she wasn't ready to walk, but she indeed seemed to be all set to jump. I bet that's it, I thought to myself. I bet she would rather jump than walk. It made perfect sense to me. Running and jumping were much more fun than just walking to me, too. I mean, why just walk when you can run and jump? I was sure that watching me run and jump and do tricks made her want to do the same thing. Maybe she just needs some encouragement and inspiration, I thought to myself. A trampoline would have helped with that, but we didn't have one of those indoors. But we did have the beds. Beds were basically the same thing as trampolines. You could bounce on them, and they were cushy and soft. I loved jumping on my bed, and that was why my Granny Hannah bought me my trampoline. I knew that Ernesto loved to watch me bounce on my trampoline when we were outside. Maybe that was because she imagined herself hopping and flipping just like me. I had an awesome idea. I wheeled Ernesto in her chair to my parents' room because they had the biggest bed. Then I carefully carried her to the bed and put her on in the middle so that she would be far from the edges because I didn't want her to fall off. I didn't want her to get hurt. That would make Mommy and Daddy mad at me. Then I climbed up on the bed. I started to bounce up and down. The baby was sort of flopping up and down, kind of like a ball does when it's on the trampoline while you're jumping. This is fun, I thought to myself. I had forgotten how much fun it was to jump on the bed. The baby kept flopping up and down, But she was laughing like she always did, so I knew that she was having fun too. I made sure that she stayed in the middle and away from the edge. I jumped higher and higher. I almost touched the ceiling. We were both laughing when all of a sudden,
Oh my God, Jason, stop! What are you doing?
Mom came running in and scooped Ernesto up from the bed.
Jason, you could really hurt her. Go to your room. And no jumping on the bed.
And then she ran off with the baby. I went to my room and sat on my bed, trying to figure out what had just happened. I was teaching Ernesto. I was careful. I made sure that she had stayed away from the edges. And besides, the baby was laughing, so she couldn't be hurt. I knew that if she were injured, she'd cry. That was what she always did. If the dog bumped her, she cried. If she had a dirty diaper, she cried. Ernesto did that a lot because she had a lot of dirty diapers. I think I would cry too if I smelled that stinky. Why was Mom so upset? She told me that the baby had to learn. I was just helping to teach her. My dad came in. He looked really concerned. I had never seen him so upset. Well, up to that time. What was up with you bouncing your baby sister on the bed, Jason? You could have really hurt her, or even worse, Daddy said. We were just having fun, I said. She was laughing. What exactly were you doing? Dad asked. I was teaching Ernesto how to jump, I said. And what made you think that she could jump if she can't even walk yet? Dad asked. He had that look on his face he gets when he doesn't have any idea what Mommy is saying. That makes no sense. It only takes butterflies a few hours to fly, I said. No, but your sister is not a butterfly, Daddy said. Now he looked annoyed. And what does that even mean? Yeah, but if it takes a butterfly a couple of hours to fly, it would take her only a little while to jump, I explained. Now Daddy looked confused again. Again, she can't even walk yet. And what on earth made you think that she was ready to jump? Well, she is always moving her legs and trying to jump in her bouncy seat, I explained. She always watches me and laughs when I jump or do tricks in front of her. I could tell that she wanted to learn. Dad slowly nodded his head. Okay. Again, she can't even walk yet. Yeah, but Dad, bouncing is so much better than just walking, I explained slowly, so that he might be able to understand. Why didn't he get it? If I were her, I would rather jump and run than just slowly walk around. Uh-huh, Dad said. The thing is, that may all be true, but again, not only can't she walk, she can't even stand up on her own. She scoots along the furniture. I was wondering why this was so tough for him to get. Yes, she scoots around along the furniture because she can't walk or stand up on her own yet. Dad was speaking slowly, the way he did when he was explaining math to me. But Dad, I said, I was helping her. Okay, Dad said. How about you help teach her to walk instead? And then when she is ready and really good at walking, you can teach her to run and jump and do all of those fun things. I wasn't so sure. That didn't sound like as much fun as teaching her to jump on the bed. I just looked at him. You can start by holding her hands and letting her stand on your feet while you walk, Dad said, still speaking slowly, like when you dance with Mommy and me. That didn't sound so bad. You need to be gentle, bud, Daddy said. She is just a tiny baby. I know, Dad, I said. I just want to help her see how much fun it is. Maybe she'll learn faster that way. Now Dad was smiling. I am glad that you know and that you want to help your sister. Babies just have to learn things on their own time. She will walk and run soon enough. You just need to try to be more patient. And then you will be wishing that she would stop following you around. Just promise me you will be more careful. And if you have any great ideas that might help your sister learn, that you will run them by Mommy or me. I promise, I said. And so, I did work hard at being patient and helped teach Ernesto to walk. Finally, she did learn, which made me proud that I had taught her. But Daddy was right. After that, she followed me around everywhere. Hey, thank you for watching. Please click on the right to subscribe if you liked the video. And please don't forget to click on the bell icon when you subscribe so that you can be notified when we upload a new video. Watch more videos on the left, including our playlist. Thank you.